Good morning, everybody. Give me a couple moments. I'm going to share that we're live. I'll be right with you guys. Good morning, guys. What's going on? Give me one more second. Just going to share again that we're live. All right. So, one more second. What's going on, Golden? All right, so what's going on, everybody? Another day, another dollar. So let's get into it here. You will see, no coincidence, the futures bouncing right or tapping right at resistance right here. So it's got to get above that 2800-ish area. Got to be careful. Maybe it's going to reverse and pull back and maybe do a cup and handle. Maybe a cup handle. So it might pull back. Got to watch and see. It's got to get above that 2800. You can see it kind of broke out of angular resistance yesterday. So we will see if it will continue upwards. And again, break that 2800 area. So we shall see what happens. All right, let's get into the watch list. LEDS. We're watching to see if there was a potential continuation day over this 626 area. You can see in the pre-market today, not looking so hot. So it's kind of dropping right now. So it's not looking the greatest as of right now. But again, low floater. This thing could either completely dump or I can pump. So we'll keep that off to the side. Let's look at BNTC. This one really messy looking right now. At this point, it's, where is it down here? 310. Yeah, it's not looking so hot. It's right down in this area here, 310-ish area. See if, again, when you have a big crazy day like this, again, there's usually a second day or so where there's going to be some volatility. So, I mean, this thing can, you know, it could still go back up into this candle, or it can completely dump. So we just got to watch and see. Again, these low floaters, they, again, many times they just pump and dump. So we got to keep an eye on that one. So what's up, Big Bear? How's it going? So not like in BNTC either right now. Let's take a look at BTX. BTX had this crazy looking candle right up in here in the aftermarket last night. Right now it's kind of down right in here, this 218-ish area. So at this point we want to see if it can get above these moving average lines. If it can, it might have some room to run up to potentially that 250-ish area, that 200 SMA. So again, not looking so hot right now, but this is one I would potentially watch, because if it can get above that, these moving average lines, it has some potential room to run up to that 250-ish area. So that one might be okay looking if it can continue at open. Again, just a little bit of a weird pattern right now. ISR, that was another one. See if it can get above 122. It was holding its highs in the aftermarket yesterday. Now it's just completely dumping, so that one's not looking so hot. AKS. This one right here. Let's see. zoom in here. Wanted to see here if this one can get above that 460-ish area. Right now it's not doing much of anything right now. So again, not looking so hot. Kind of tweezer tops, but you kind of have a hammer candle here. So if this one could break above 460, it might have some room to run. Kind of a high floater stock, so this might be one of those grinders. Let's take a look at next one will be Groupon. So Groupon, this one right here, I want to see if this one can get above that $5 marker. So you can see there's kind of like that high wave candle right here, doji candle. This one right here, it's above the moving average lines on the hourly. So this one might have a push, maybe kind of a cup and a handle-ish here. Might want to try and push above $5. You can see kind of a cup and a handle here. So Groupon is one I'm going to keep an eye on at the open. And Depot, I believe that is Office Depot. This one right here, want to see if it can get above, continue above that 850 marker. A little bit overextended right now, but want to see if this one will get a continuation day. Kind of right here again, held its highs at the end of the day. Kind of falling pre-market right now, but it's above the moving average lines on the hourly. So this one might have some room to go back up to 852-ish area. See if it can break above. So I think I might keep an eye on Depot, Groupon, and BTX possibly. And then see what comes up on the scanners. Trade ideas. Let me see EMW. On the watch list comments, Prince, Geo, Fib. Not sure. That may have been Dan's comment, Chris. Is that on the, let me see. Let me look on our watch list. Chris, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. That might be a Dan comment. I don't see the comment here. So guys, if you're not a member of our trade room yet, so you'll see if you're following us on YouTube, we kind of basically shut off the comments on our YouTube stream because we do all our chatting in our trade rooms. We have a day trade room, a swing trade room, a futures room, so you can come and join us. The link is below. If you click subscribe, we're only $10 a month. So we do watch lists, we do trade alert setups, we do our trade rooms, we have private members only content, we do our screen sharing here, we do our live trade ideas screen share right here, so kind of like a try it before you buy it. But we offer lots of comment or lots of content for only $10 a month. Chris, just shoot us an email back and I'll have Dan respond back. That's probably when Dan sent it out last night. So that's that, guys. We're going to probably wait a few moments here. You'll see again market at resistance on right around that 2,800-ish marker. So we'll have to see what happens today, if it's going to continue and break above that, or if it's going to do like a cup and handle and pull back a little bit. So not really loving much on the watch list right now. Again, Depot might be one to watch. Let me split my screen right now. Let's do this. DEPO. And kind of torn between Groupon and BTX. So I think I might put Groupon on here. GRPN. So yeah, kind of a cup and handle pattern here. Want to see if it can go and break out above $5. And Depot, if it'll continue, get up, go above previous close, continue above the 850s area. So again, these are the ones we've been showing you guys. Now Groupon, really high float. That would be a super slow grind. Depot, kind of a medium float, right? So these are ones right now, not the greatest patterns right now. You know, again, some days are better than others, but you know, these are ones that, you know, you might grind 10, 15, 20 cents out of it, right? Where, you know, people are distracted by a lot of the ones that are in the pre-market. You can come in and these are, our watch lists are really great. Number one, to practice with, but number two, to make really good money with. You'll see on our watch list every day, there's always something that moves 30, 40, 50, 60 cents. And you're just looking to grab a little piece of that, 10, 15, 20 cents. Just like you are on Trade Ideas, whatever's running on the gappers, right? You're trying to go in there, scalp 10, 15, 20 cents. Not trying to get greedy, not trying to hit home runs. You don't want to do that, right? If you're trying to hit home runs all the time, you're definitely going to fail as a trader because that's not realistic. So, yeah, as of right now, we're going to kind of sit back and watch these two right here. Depot, it's kind of looking right now. But Groupon has that kind of that cup and handle-ish pattern right here. Again, if this thing moves for Groupon, super high floats, this could really grind. So when you see the high float ones like this, when they break out, like they're probably not going to break out 20, 30, 40, 50 cents, right? It might break out and move 5, 10 cents, you know. But that's okay. You know, you can come in, again, look at the patterns, scalp, use your account as leverage to build your account. If you have one of those five, or you know, your account size is $5,000 or $10,000, or even you know, again, anything less than the PD2 rule, you know, you got to slowly build that account up, right? And you're not going to build that account hitting home runs, especially if you have the PDT rule, right? You have to discipline yourself to take good trades. Not, I mean, again, you're only going to get 3 in a 5-day calendar, so you got to make those trades count. But again, you build your account by slowly grinding, building it up, get it over the PDT rule. And even when you get it over the PDT rule, you don't want to be erratic when you're trading, right? You want to have good risk management, take the right setups, look for good daily breakouts, look for a good 5-minute chart setup intraday, and then look for your entries on the 1 minute, and then decide if you're going to get out of your trade on the 1 minute or on a 5 minute. Again, it's more of what your preference is. 5-minute charts obviously slow things down. The 1 minute basically speeds it up. All right, so let's give it a couple moments. We shall see what happens today. And so yeah, at open I'm going to look at Depot and Groupon, and then we'll go from there. If those don't move or the watch just doesn't move much, then we'll take a look at what pops up on the morning scanners. Be right with you guys. All right, I'm back, everybody. Market's open. There goes Depot. See, it's going red to green. See if that will hold. So we're watching Depot right now, see if it can go red to green and hold. You can see it just poked out really quickly, went red to green, dropped right back down, Groupon, the same thing, popped up real quick, came back down. Yeah, AMO, that's YouTube is a delay, but we took a poll. Most people wanted YouTube instead of join.me. So both of these right now, Depot, Groupon, not looking so hot. So guys, if you're a new trader, it's very important, number one, you got to look for the right patterns, the right setups. But, especially when the market's at a very important resistance or support level, and just in general, you got to let the market shake out for the first few minutes, right? Kind of let the patterns form. And, don't just get in on something. Like you can see right here, Depot just went up, red to green really quick, and then smack back right down. And look at Groupon. That one might be trying to make a play right now. Groupon moving up pretty quickly here. Watch for a pullback. You can see pre-market high was about that 486 level. So it's got that $5 resistance. Kind of see an inverse head and shoulders, right? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. See if this can go up. You can see that $5 resistance area. You see really quickly, and in 1 minute pops up, comes right back down. See that? It's failing now. Pre-market highs. Want to see if this will bull flag and maybe make a run up, or watch if this is going to fail. Again, markets at, remember on the futures, is at resistance. So broke angular resistance. Now it's hitting right below that 2800 marker. So you can kind of see an inverse head and shoulders-ish on the intraday. So, but it's kind of failing right now, so it needs to get above that 2800 marker. Which again, that's why you're going to see lots of indecision. That's why you're going to see or watch us not looking so hot, and that's why you're going to see right here the morning scans, not really much running. I do a combination, guys, of showing you guys our watch list as also as well as the intraday movers over here, or the ones are the morning off the morning scan. Right now, everything's looking very ugly. Not looking hot at all. Very messy. Let's take a look at BLIN. That's hitting trade ideas. Bear flagging, dumping. Right? Look at that. Dump. Oh, wait, that's a Groupon. Groupon is dumping. BLIN, bear flagging right now. RSLS. Bit choppy. VVUS, not looking so hot either. Might be one of those days, guys, today. Gotta let things shake out. What is HTB, NTB? HTB is hard to borrow. NTB, not to borrow. Both of these basically means you can't short them within Thinkorswim. ETB means easy to borrow, which means you should be able to borrow, meaning short. So if you're looking to short, if you see NTB and NTB, HTB and NTB, forget it with Thinkorswim. You're not going to be able to short it. Got to look for ones like this, ETB. So speaking of which, let's go over to Depot. So Depot's kind of trading sideways right now. Maybe finding some support. Groupon, not looking good. And you can see kind of that spinning top high wave candle right over in here. So that's looking not so hot right now, but might be showing a reversal. So you can see here maybe some tweezer bottoms. Moving average lines trading sideways. So watch if a potential reversal forms here. Not looking hot at the moment though. Golden, let me take a look. You're saying SN? Yeah, possible. Good call on that one. Let's take a look. Yeah, that might be one right there. Right up here, see if I can get above the 510 marker. Right in here. Might be looking to do a flat top break. And you can see some resistance. If that can break 510, you can see possible right near somewhat of a gap right there on the 520. So see if that can get above. Kind of has like an ascending triangle flat top. Again, good pattern, but could easily fail as well. Yeah, it's one of those days, guys. It's not looking so hot right now. Everything's really messy. Careful, this has kind of got tweezer tops on the 5 minute. So in a 5 minute you have tweezer tops, and then on a 1 minute kind of an ascending triangle. Not looking so hot on SN at the moment either. Oh, we're going to have to let things shake out a little bit, guys. As you can see, not much popping up right here. Because, as you guys can see, right up over SN is not looking so hot either. Groupon might be making a move here. A little bit choppy, though. Very choppy in this area. WTI, let me take a look. SAEX, let me see. SAEX as well. A little bit overextended on a 1 minute right now. It needs to get above that 250-ish area. Take a look at a 5 minute. Real quick move up, pulling back now. A little bit overextended. Got these messy kind of spinning top, long-legged doji candles. Let's take a look here on Groupon. Kind of a piercing candle here. It might be trying to make a move up. Needs to get above that 491-ish level. SAEX is dumping right now. Let's see. LEDS maybe? LEDS might be making a move. This one might be... See if we can get above VWAP right over here. You can see here's the 5 minute right above. See if we can get above that 510 marker and get above VWAP. This one might be doing a reversal. Right now it's still got to get above that 510 area. Has to get above VWAP. And as you can see, many of these are struggling right now, guys, because the market's just kind of trading sideways right now, trying to choose a direction. Yeah, I'm not liking anything that I see right now. Depot might be trying to make a play. Depot might be doing like a cup pattern here. So kind of a cup, maybe a handle. See if this can go and then break out and get above high of day and go red to green. Again, a little bit messy, a little bit choppy right now. WTI, yeah, let me look again. Give me a second on WTI. Depot not looking so hot. WTI. WTI might be one that's in play right now. Needs to get above that 847 marker, right below that 850. Let's see here. It's got some room to possibly up to that 870s to 890s area. Broaching, again, a little bit overextended closely on the daily, but this one might be one to keep an eye on. Tweezer tops right now, so it might be reversing. Take a look at the 1 minute again. Needs to kind of get a push up. Kind of moving average lines trading sideways right now, so it's got to get above that 847 marker. Still looking at LEDS here. Might be trying to make a play up. See if we can get above VWAP and above the 20 EMA. If so, let me look at the 5 minute here. Might have some room up to that 534 area, the 9 EMA on the 5 minute. This is one to keep an eye on. Not much looking at, guys. Let me pull up SN over here too. This one might be making a move. Maybe looking to break above VWAP. SN right near VWAP right now. See if that one can break above VWAP. Right now, LEDS starting to broach above VWAP as well. Got some resistance around that 553 for LEDS. And if SN can break above VWAP, it's got 510 resistance. All right, now LEDS breaking out, tapping again VWAP. Look at the 5-minute. Right there, it just went right up to the 9 EMA and pushed right back down. And SN is breaking above VWAP right now. See if it can go and get above that 510 marker, high a day. Let me take a look at WTI. WTI, there you go. Made a break above. Now it needs to get above 850. Resistance anywhere between 874 to 892. And so WTI has some support here, right? I would use about 850 support, and again some resistance anywhere between that 874 to 890s. SN right now is moving up, needs to get above that 510 marker. And on the daily, has some room right up to probably that. There's a tiny little gap there right in the 520s area. So that's something to keep an eye on. Let me just remove these drawings. Right in between, right around there, that 520s marker. Now it dumped right back down, right? Right back up. You can see high day right over here at 510. And now it's failing. Might be still bull flagging on WTI right now. Want to see if it holds and can push up. A little bit overextended on a 1 minute. Again, you can see kind of this 850. I'd use that 9 EMA on the 1 minute as your guide. Might be tweezer topping right now. Has to get above that 858 marker. SN still holding the 9 EMA. Got to be careful of this candlestick here. Watching right here for WTI for a possible flat top. Kind of bull flagging right here. Needs that 9 EMA to catch up and push price above that 858 marker. SN not looking so hot at the moment. Be aware on the 5 minute WTI is a little bit overextended. May want to pull back to this 850s area. Just got to keep an eye on it. Slowly stair stepping it up though. I'm going to put WTI over to the side. We'll take a look at some other ones. VSTM. Bit choppy, has that shooting star pattern. Got to be careful. Potential reversal. BLIN. Right at that 327. Pulling back. Kind of a cup pattern. Maybe doing a handle. It's a bit choppy right now. Or a bit messy. Let's take a look at the 1 minute. Might be stair stepping up. Gotta be careful. Might be doing a cup and handle. Going to keep an eye on AKS here. This one might be trying to move up here. On the daily, you can see if it can get above that 462 marker. It's been choppy this morning over in here, but it's moving up on the 5-minute, and see if it can get above that 462 marker with some support right around that 460-ish area. So it kind of has an inverse head and shoulders. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, kind of neckline, might be trying to move and break out. WTI still kind of riding this 9 EMA right now. Let me take a look at the 5-minute. Might be pulling back right down here to that 850s area. So right here you got AKS, potential cup and handle, kind of a cup, maybe doing the handle right here. See if this 460-ish area can hold. And WTI at the moment showing some weakness around the 9, but see if it can hold. AKS getting up to about 462 level. See if this area will hold and continue up. Lots of volume on AKS right now. See if it'll hold that 462-ish area. WTI still holding the 9 EMA. See if it could break above that 860-ish area. And AKS struggling right here now around that 462. Got that long-legged doji candle forming here, showing some indecision, kind of a high wave candle. Kind of a flat top possible break on WTI on a 1-minute. Careful with AKS over here. Needs to hold that 462 area. With AKS, the 9 EMA needs to catch up here. It's a little bit far away. At this point, needs to break above that 463 area. That long-legged doji candle. See that? Really messy right now. Having a very difficult time. Two long-legged doji candles here on AKS, showing some indecision. SN might be forming an ascending triangle. I'm going to put AKS over to the side for right now. Keep an eye on that one. SN, you can see, might be doing an ascending triangle. Might be looking to break out above 510. You guys can see kind of a flat top on SN, and then you can kind of see right over in here the higher lows being formed right here. So possible ascending triangle. So with ascending triangles, as you guys can see, they go up, they come back down, they go up, come back down. You got kind of that flat top area. Now you're going to see, can it go and break above that 510 area? It's having a struggle a little bit right now. We'll take a look at the 1 minute. Yeah, and it's just kind of yo-yoing around right now. AKS struggling all within. You can see 1, 2 long-legged dojis, a gravestone doji, having some difficulties over in here. Aha, there we go. My morning scanner wasn't working so hot. BLIN might be trying to go and break above that 340-ish area. Needs to hold. You can see it's very choppy as it's breaking pre-market highs. SN still within that ascending triangle. And futures are moving up right now to potentially go towards high of day. So we might have a bullish run right now. Got to look at that 27.97 as resistance. And SN showing some weakness right now. It's retouching angular support. See if it can hold VWAP. If not, the pattern might need to reset. I'm not liking very much what I see, guys. Trying to see some decent patterns, but I'm not liking much. EGY, let me take a look at EGY. Possible. It's trading sideways right now. High day at that 310 marker. It's a reversal, looking like a possible evening star pattern. You can see, be careful, that 5-minute doji right here might be creating a reversal. Got to see, it has to get above that 310 area. Gonna look at some patterns here, guys, see if anything's looking pretty decent. BLIN really struggling, has these kind of spinning top high wave candles. OCX kind of bear flagging. SAEX not looking so hot. GBR possible bull pennant, still a little bit messy. RGSE, possible reversal forming. SMMT, yeah, that one's choppy too with these high wicks. DCAR, yeah, nope. TGC, possible, might be holding the 9. EMA and a 5-minute, still got to contend with all these wicks up here. Yeah, Vapes and Trade says, still haven't taken a trade. Yeah, it's a crappy day. AKS might be sneaking up. Still got to contend with this doji candle right here, but it might be trying to creep up right in here. You can see high day at that 464. It might be doing kind of a flat top. You can see all these wicks right in here, a little bit messy. Kind of an ascending triangle. Might be trying to break above that, break out of it. So now you have between tweezer tops and an ascending triangle on AKS. It's rejecting right at that 464. AKS still messing around, huh? See that ascending triangle? Very choppy. You can see this ascending triangle building, but a bit overextended on the 5-minute. These are those trading days, guys, that are a grind. When stuff isn't looking so hot, it just becomes a very big grind. So if you haven't taken a trade, that could be a very good decision. GBR, let me take a look for you. Golden, oops, GBR. So it's kind of got a bull pennant. I mean, kind of, it's a little bit choppy. Again, low floater. Go to a 1 minute right here, so you can kind of do this. So kind of has a bull pennant, but it's a yo-yo, very quick yo-yo. So that's kind of your bull pennant right here, but doesn't mean it's going to go and break out. It's quite choppy at the moment, so I'm not liking it. AKS. Again, this is a high float stock with AKS, so high float. So if it breaks out, you know, if this thing breaks out, it might only go up 5 cents. If it breaks down, it might only drop 5 cents, right? You're in GBR at 390, got in on the flag. Just be careful, you know, right around this 9 EMA. Let me see the 5 minute again. Yeah, I mean it has like basically like a bull pennant pattern, but you got to be careful. You know, these are, again, remember, this is a low float stock. This will pump up really quick, and it'll also dump really quick. So you can see angular resistance right around that 425. It rejected. Needs to break out above 425. You kind of have a doji candle forming here, so it's got to choose a direction. So again, be very careful. Looking at BLIN. Again, very choppy. It's really struggling right around that previous pre-market high, right around that 330-ish marker, 328 area. Oh, there goes AKS, finally. Only up a penny. All right, guys, I'll be back in a few minutes. Give me a couple moments. And as you guys can see, the reason why all this is going on, and it's very difficult to trade, look at the market today. Trading sideways. All right? Right? Because it's at resistance. So when price is trading sideways at resistance, that is going to affect these stocks. And we'll put GBR back on this one. Yeah, this is the yo-yo effect, guys. You got to be careful, right? See that? GBR dump. These stocks are all going to dump. You guys got to remember that. These small cap stocks, they all pump and they dump. Remember, very important. The majority of these small cap stocks are complete and total garbage, right? That's what we try to teach you guys, is that you don't just like think that these things are going to go to the moon and go there forever. They're going to pump and then they're going to dump. Might be a day, might be 2 days, might be 3 days, or it might be 5 minutes or 2 minutes. They pump and they dump. So that's why when you're making money on these small caps, again, they can go to the, they can pump from $1 to $5 in a couple minutes. So yeah, you might, if you're up 30 or 40 cents, you might want to hold. Yeah, right. So you might give up a couple dollars in movement, but you could also get caught in halt as well. So you have to determine, again, when you're up on something, you got to consider taking your profits, right? If you're just holding just to hold and then you beat yourself up for not, holding long enough, again, that's where you get, don't get caught in the greed. Super important. All right, guys, I'll be back in a couple minutes, and then we'll take a look at some other stuff. Again, not much to take a look at today. It's just kind of really just all over the place. Very choppiness. All right, guys, I'm back. All right, see what to look at. Look at AKS, still messing around over here. And so isn't GBR. Let's see right down over here. Kind of a bit messy right now. Kind of has a symmetrical triangle pattern. I'm not digging it right now. Let me go to some of these other ones here. BLIN. It's just so messy today, guys. So messy. There's a very simple solution, right? If you don't find something to trade, don't trade. For the choppy day, no one forces you to trade. I am not liking anything right now. Let me go back over here. Let me see here. I'm going to reset my charts right now and go to my side-by-side. Let me take a look at WTI. That one continued to move a little bit. So now it's reversing. One pullback, two pullbacks. Now it's starting to kind of reverse. Might be doing an evening star pattern. Possible short setup for WTI if it fails these moving average lines. So on a short, if you were to do a short like this, you could short below this 5-minute candle using a close above 879 as your stop. You know, using support area as that 9 EMA right down here. Look at that. So you can see an evening star pattern right here on WTI. Let's see what else to look at. BTX has been slowly grinding, still not getting much volume though. Let's see about ISR. Go back up to SN here for a little bit. SN, yeah, no, don't like it. BTX. So this is one that's been slowly grinding, only 93 in volume, 93,000. Just really kind of slowly grinding. AKS. I mean, it's still moving, but just not doing anything. Super high float. Groupon. Not looking very hot at the moment. Depot. Nope. LEDS might be trying to make a move up here, or ISR might be trying to sneak up here, kind of as a cup pattern, might be trying to sneak up above that 71-cent marker. Just still not looking so hot. BLIN might be bull flagging here. Just a bit overextended, so it's got to get above that 365 marker, or else you have some potential tweezer tops here forming. GBR still messing around. Caught in that symmetrical triangle. EGY might be trying to make a break above 314 area. Again, very overextended on a 5 minute, be careful. Flat top on a 1 minute. Chris says, LOL, drives me nuts to hear Lucian's orders going through. You guys don't know what I'm doing, so don't, again, we're not pumping. You guys don't know what stock I'm looking at. That's the whole point. We're not trying to pump things. So you guys don't know if I'm taking something long. You don't know if I'm taking it short. You don't know what stock I'm looking at. That's the point. We're not pumpers. So don't pay attention to that dinging and the ringing. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. There really isn't much right now, guys. Just as EGY, I have this one up right now, but let me see if it can, let's look at the daily. I mean, it's kind of breaking daily highs at this point. Overextended. On the weekly, it's over extended on the monthly. It still could be moving up. Got to be careful. When stocks break like weekly and daily and monthly highs, you got to be very careful. And look at these patterns, right? That might be forming a reversal on a 1 minute. And on a 5 minute, you have kind of that spinning top candle potentially forming here. Got to be careful. Pay no attention to the man behind the dinging. Yeah. Well, guys, you don't even know, too. I could be practicing, right? I might be doing live trades. I might be practicing. There's things that we're always trying to do for you guys. But, again, that's why we try to tell people it doesn't matter what we do. It doesn't matter what we trade. Who cares? What matters is your brokerage account and what you guys trade. But a hint, I am doing some practicing of some stuff, by the way. BLIN, let's take a look. Timber, there it goes. Timber. Bye-bye. GDAX, again, I do a lot of practicing too, right? There could be things, again, that's why we keep the focus on you guys, not on us. So again, dinging could be real trades, or dinging, I could be doing some practicing for some potential things for you guys in the future. So pay no attention to the dinging. I've been trying to figure out, by the way, speaking of which, can you guys figure out, does anybody know how to turn that dinging off? I've tried everything with Thinkorswim to turn it off. If you guys can see here, actually on my Windows computer, I have all the sounds turned off. So actually, anybody that can hear this, if you could help me figure out how to turn the stupid dinging off, I've been trying to figure out. I called Thinkorswim. I'm trying, again, I'm doing some practice stuff with Thinkorswim that I've been trying to practice on, and I can't figure out how to turn the stupid dinging off. So it's driving me crazy. So actually, now that you guys are listening and you guys hear the dinging, anybody know how to turn the stupid dinging off? Because I can't figure it out. I've tried everything and setup and sounds and everything, and it doesn't work. What browser do you use? Well, it's not in browser. It's Thinkorswim's platform. So I've been doing some tests with Thinkorswim, and anytime I place like an order, practice order, it makes dinging sounds. That's why I'm trying to tell you guys, don't pay attention to the dinging. I'm practicing and doing some things. So I have it on a different screen. So I'm logged into Thinkorswim, and I have all the sounds turned off. I have all the sounds turned off on my Windows, but for some reason it's still picking up sound, and I can't figure out why it's doing that. Let's see. Yeah, I have this all turned off. Have you tried this dial? Yeah, I have all of this stuff turned off. This is all turned off. And it's still picking up sounds, which I don't understand. Let me see. Yeah, everything is all... Alert is triggered is off. Order fills is off. All of this is unchecked. Let me try this. No, that's not. Let me see if this works. Maybe I set it up. Let me try this. Tell me if you guys can hear a sound. I'm gonna do something right now. Tell me if you guys hear this sound in right now. Tell me if you guys hear a sound. Did you guys hear a sound then? Let me know if you guys heard a sound there. I just did a practice. You heard it? All right. Dang it. I'll get it fixed. All right. So very simply, guys, if you're hearing dinging in the background, I'm doing some practicing on a bunch of things. So just don't get FOMO. Don't think I know something you don't know or something like that. I'm just doing some tests and some tweaks. I cannot figure for the life of me how to turn the sound off on it. Which goes back to, again, if you guys are new traders, and also, guys, just trading in general. This is a perfect example, really, because there's nothing to look at, so I might as well try to teach you guys something here, because everything's a bunch of garbage right now. It's all garbage. Ugh. Looks awful. So again, give you guys a teaching lesson here. With trading, right? So, when you join a chat room or you're following a guru, you guys, like, it's very important to understand, especially you're new, right? You got to get into the psychology of things, right? There's so many different chat rooms and gurus. I'm not a guru. Don't call me a guru. I don't want to be called a guru. But, you know, obviously you guys are following me and what I'm trying to teach you guys, right? So, but the thing is, you got to remember, right? It doesn't matter what I trade, what another guru trades. It doesn't matter what's in my brokerage account. It doesn't matter what their brokerage account is, right? It doesn't matter if I make money, lose money, whatever it is. What matters is how you trade. That's the most important thing, right? It's learning how to trade. And when you copy another person's trades, right, you got to remember something. Right now, I'm on YouTube, right? So it seems the funny thing is I'm on a YouTube and I'm on a delay, right? I don't even know what the delay is. 15, 20 seconds, maybe more. So number one, there's a delay on YouTube. Number two, what's funny is we tried using the join.me for you guys, another service which gives you less of a delay, right? 1 second, maybe 2 seconds, but you guys seem to like YouTube better because it seems to be easier. So that's why we're using YouTube. Took a poll and it seems like you guys like it better. So no matter what, whether we're using a paid service or YouTube service, there's always some type of delay, right? YouTube a little bit longer on another service. Don't call me a guru. Sore fingers at Lucian Guru. That's funny. Ugh. Yeah, I don't want to be called a guru. All right, so there's a delay, right? There's going to be a delay of at least 1-2 seconds with anyone, right? Any guru on the planet, even cell phones. There's always a slight delay. So the thing is, you got to remember something is just, you got to, like, other thing too, right? Gurus get trades wrong as well, right? The best traders in the world still fail 40, 45, what is it, 30 to 45% of the time. Let me rephrase it. They succeed 60 to 65% of the time. So whatever that means, whatever, 35 to 40% of the time they fail. So on that delay, if you're trying to copy that trader's trades, you're always going to get in after. So let's pretend I'm a guru. You hear that ding, and let's pretend like I was getting in on Blinn right now, which I'm not. But let's say I was getting in on Blinn. You're getting a delay. Then you're chasing my order, right? And then by the time you're probably chasing me in, I'm probably out, especially with low floaters, right? I personally, again, as I've been telling you guys, I'm not a huge fan of the low floaters. I like the medium to higher floaters. Dan's more of a bigger low float guy. My brain is kind of, what is it, like obsessive compulsive or whatever. It needs to kind of like think. I like to make decisions. I don't like to react in seconds. I like to have ideally a couple minutes or a few minutes like to make my trades, right? So I'm kind of a combination between like a slower swing, not a swing day trader, but like I like to slow it down, right? I like to slow it down. I like to make my decisions. That's just kind of like the type of trader that I am. But I try to, again, I can show you guys the same thing that I'm showing you guys on these medium and higher float stocks are going to be the same thing on the low float, right? You're still looking for the same patterns. You're looking for bull flags, ascending triangles, pennants, head and shoulders, cup and handles, right? Descending triangles, ascending triangles, all the same stuff. So whether it's a high float, medium float, low float stocks, they're all the same patterns, right? But the problem is, again, if you're trying to copy a guru and getting in and out of their trades, you're always going to chase them. You're never going to be able to get in at the same time and out at the same time as them, because just very simply, if you're just trying to listen to them, you're always going to be chasing a delay, and then you have to get your order entry set up and all of that good stuff, right? Very simple. So with that, basically that's what I'm saying. Don't copy a guru. Don't copy their trades, especially the bigger they get, right? The bigger the guru name, the more people following in and out of that trade, which hence is a lot more price movement, right? So, you know, we have a very good size following, but we're not the biggest out there, right? There's people that are bigger than us. So we could, you know, if you were copying trades that we're making, you know, we could move a stock. But there's other people that are much bigger than us that could really move a stock, right? So, again, just that's something I want to teach you guys if you're being new, is that, remember, any guru on the planet, you're still going to chase a delay. And I'm just sitting here every single morning just teaching you. Guys, it seems boring, right? I mean, it can be boring at times, but trading is just this stuff every single day, right? It's candlesticks, it's patterns, it's support, it's resistance. It's just over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Looking at thousands upon thousands of charts. And in the end, you either succeed or you fail as a trader, right? But if you're new, that's why you don't ever want to, like, again, don't copy a guru's trades. Now, if you're going to practice copy, right? Like if you're new and you want to practice in a virtual account to just like kind of see what they're doing, the timing and stuff like that, that's a different story, right? You know, so that's understandable. But if you're looking to try to make real money day trading, copying a guru, or, you know, swing trading or for options trade, stuff like that, you're never going to make it as a trader, right? Because think about swing trading or options trading, right? Happens, right? So someone, you know, let's say we called an alert out to you guys to buy Apple or whatever, just X US Steel, right? Say buy this options contract. All right, so let's actually take a look at X, see what's going on over there. X US Steel. Now, keep an eye on this one, by the way. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, U.S. Steel. It's been super choppy, though, right? Super choppy. You got to be careful. But anyways, you know, if you catch, you know, just for instance, called out a buy order for U.S. Steel, right? Let's say we called out an option contract to buy, you know, let's say, just for example, let's say we're going to go, all right, hey, guys, we just bought X. We bought a call for X U.S. Steel August 17th. We're in the money. You know, we bought a $34 strike price. So 34 strike, August 17th, we bought this one right here. Now, again, it's a little bit bigger, right, of a stock, so it's going to be less of movement, right? There is quite a bit of open interest, so maybe we're not moving the price, the movement very well of this. But, hey, if you get a few hundred people or somebody coming in and you're buying this, and, you know, it starts to, gets on the radar, right? But the problem is like, let's say you're at work right now and we said, hey, again, I'm not telling you to buy X right now, but let's say we called out that options contract. You bought it today, right? So now you're at work, and then whatever, just say like, hey, we're looking to get in X right now, and then we're looking, hey, we might be holding this to $38 to $39 area, right? But then, like, let's say today's, what is it, Tuesday, right? Let's say, again, you were holding it for a couple days. It starts to look good. Maybe it goes up $1 or $2. We didn't call out a sell order. And all of a sudden, some news comes out Thursday or Friday. And boom, you get a big red candle like this, right? You see this right here? Bam, wham, 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 right? So now, like, what if we called the sell order right up here? All right, so maybe we called a sell order to you and we were in profit, right? And you would have made money. But now let's say you're stuck in a meeting at work, or you're you called out sick. You're in a meeting with your boss. You're at lunch. You're in a team meeting. And then all of a sudden news comes out and you just get smacked, whammo, bam, down like this. Again, this happens all the time whether you're a good trader or a bad trader. Like, you got to be careful, right? Like, you know, anything can happen. News affects stocks. But if you're relying on us or a guru or somebody else to call that trade out to you, and you don't know what this means or these patterns mean, that's how you just really, that's how, like, it's a terrible way to trade. You should never, like, that's why our alerts, if you look at our alerts over here, our alerts, make sure you read this page here. We do our watch list every single night, but our alerts, right here, are alert setups. Right, so basically we do watch lists every night, and we send out key breakout and breakdown areas. They're not buy orders, right? They're not buy or sell orders. They're areas that, hey, when a stock breaks a certain level above or below, that's going to be a potential entry to look at. So that's why you can set up your alerts in Thinkorswim or another broker when they go off. Then you have to, like, zoom in and then look at the intraday patterns and see, okay, is this something I'm going to take a trade on? Now, if you're new, you might be saying, but that's too much work, right? Like, I don't know how to do that. Like, I don't have the time to trade myself. I don't have the time to learn. I want somebody to call out trades to me. I want to pay for a service like that. And that's why I'd say, unfortunately, you're going to fail as a trader that way. If you don't put in the work to learn how to trade yourself, you're going to fail. Because remember, when somebody's calling out trades to you, they're also probably calling out to hundreds, if not thousands, of their followers. And if you don't know when to get in or to get out, or there's a delay and you don't know support or resistance, and you panic sell or panic buy or vice versa, that's how you're going to blow up your account. So you have to be very, very, very careful of that stuff. So all that to be said, we're just sitting here coming every single day, guys, just showing you the same thing over and over, teaching you support, resistance, teaching you on days like today. The market's, it's tough today, very, very difficult. But that happens. This happens all the time. There's a couple days a week, usually, you know, 1-2 days a week, where the market's just going to be messy, choppy, trading sideways because it goes and it hits, you know, support areas, like falls down, it's indecision mode, or it goes up and hits resistance areas and it hits indecision mode again. And when stocks get in indecision mode, you know, it's difficult to trade. So you still will see stuff like this, right? That'll go up and it'll be like, well, what do you mean? This stock Blinn went up 150% today. Well, just because it went up 50% or 150% today, you have to be able to see where you can trade it, right? You have to find the patterns. And you know, sometimes, again, when you see a stock trading sideways like this, very difficult. All these spinning top candles, very difficult. You can zoom in and go to a 1-minute chart and make some quick scalps, but, like, it's tough. Look at, right? Look at all these candles. You know, these candles are from anywhere at 335 down to, you know, 310 area. You know, these are like 25-cent candles, many of them. And if you're like, these are all 1 minute candles. If you don't trade the pattern really quick, you guys see this? Like, look, this is what happens with like day trading. Again, when you know what you're doing, you can make really good money. But if you're listening to a guru that, like, for instance, like, I mean, you can see, look at all of these wicks all over the place. This is people buying, selling, right? Buy, sell. Right down here, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, all within a minute. Bam, 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 bam. Seconds in your trade. So by the time, like, the point being in all this is, if you're listening to a guru, let's pretend I'm a guru, I might be like buying right here. I might say, just bought Blinn, you know, 1,000, 2,000. Now, by the time you get it, you're a newer trader. You're trying to follow me. You're probably setting 15 to 30 seconds to set up your order. By the time you just bought Blinn, I'm out. You know, I scalped that right here. I'm out, and you're caught up here bag holding. You know, you're caught up here. You're buying up here when I'm selling. And that's what happens to newbies. This happens all of the time. All of these, see these wicks and all these up here, all these things? This is where the newbies get trapped. Now, again, many really good traders will still get trapped at times up in here. But, you know, the guru's calling a trade down here, selling it really quickly out here as the newbies are buying it, comes back down, and then, you know, again, you can see all of these wicks where you get trapped. But if you're listening to me and you're saying, I don't even know what he's talking about right now. Like, I don't know what does he mean by wicks? Like, what do those wicks mean? And if you're trading with real money right now, and you're saying, what do wicks mean and what do those candles mean? Then you got to stop trading with real money and practice and really, really learn and take a lot of time to study. All right. And the good news is we have over here thousands of dollars of courses for free on our website. And that is correct. I said free. You can see about $3,000 plus of free courses. Candlesticks courses. These two candlestick courses will keep you busy for probably a couple months learning and teach you all about candlesticks and support and resistance. Super important to learn. And then again, you can, so this is kind of like what we try to teach you guys, right? We have a whole community of support. You can find us right over here. You can see we have over 30,000 members now on Facebook. So we have a whole community to really ask questions, right? If you want to learn and dialogue and talk with other people, we have a great community. We keep all the spammers, the trolls, the garbage, the political nonsense out on both sides, right? We don't care whether you like our president or you don't like the president. It doesn't matter. Like, someone's emotions doesn't matter either way. What matters is news, how things work, how the stock market moves, not your opinions, right? We don't care your opinions. No one cares your opinions either way. On political, it doesn't matter, right? There's political groups. Some people want, if you want to fight and talk politics, go join a political group. The stock market, your emotions don't matter. What matters is facts. What matters is candlesticks. What matters is patterns. What matters is news. What matters is knowing how to trade, the psychology. All of that is what matters. So good news, we have a great community of support. Sometimes, once in a while, you get some trolls that come in, or sometimes you'll get some people posting political stuff. And just, again, just report the comments. We'll delete them. We'll remove the user if they're trying to be, you know, a jerk on purpose. So, again, really great community. You can come and join us over here. The link is below. You can also follow us and like our fan page over here. This is where you can kind of stay in touch when we post stuff over here. So again, the links to join us are below if you're not a member yet. You know, we have a whole entire Facebook community. And then again, so basically you have a community of support, and then we have several trade rooms. We have a day trade room, a swing trade room, a futures room. Again, determine whether you're like a day trader. Squirrel says, but Lucian, I just want to fly around in an airplane. Yeah, boy. You guys are going to, I'm doing my best to be nice. Those that like, you're welcome. Those that like to fly around, and Donnie, those that like to fly around in airplanes, good for them. We love people that fly around in airplanes and Maseratis and like to go to Bali. We think that's fun. Good for them. So yeah, guys, we don't, very simple. We don't care what other people are doing. We're just kind of doing our own thing, trying to help you guys. And the feedback we get is usually very positive. So thank you for that. But yeah, so if you're new, you just decide what type of trader you are. Do you like to do day trading, swing trading, futures trading? Or you might say, I don't know what type of trader I am. So that's perfect. That's great. Come and learn, talk to people. We're very friendly. Our trade rooms are all very friendly. Everybody's very helpful. And we kind of try to set up everything. Donnie, you're funny. We try to set things up to make it just kind of like that pay it forward thing, right? So, we're trying to help you guys out. But then, like, when we're done, like, I'm starting to wrap up now. Come 11 o'clock, I'm done trading for the day, right? But our trade rooms are still open 24 hours a day. Someone's always talking in a room trying to help each other out. So that's what it's about, right? It's about the community, having support, helping each other out. We're just, again, kind of the facilitators, right? We're not trying to be gurus or anything like that. We're just, again, in here each day trying to teach you how trading works. Some days are good, some days are bad. And then some days are just super like a grind. Today is just a complete and total grind. But that happens. There's grind days probably once or twice a week at least. Or when when market's trading sideways, it's just very difficult to trade. That's when you're going to decide, like, hey, am I going to be a day trader? Am I going to be a scalper? Am I going to be a swing trader? Am I going to do options? If I do options, am I going to do day trading options? Am I going to swing trade options? Am I going to buy spreads? There's so many different ways to trade. So if you're new and you're like, I don't know which way I want to trade, the good news is we have courses to help you, right? All hail Guru Lucian. Nope, don't call me a guru. So again, come in, take courses, get comfortable, practice in our trade rooms over here. You'll see our stock watch list. We send this out every night with our alert setups. So basically, you take our watch list and our alert setups, input them into the brokerage account of your choosing. We recommend Thinkorswim or Interactive Brokers. We don't have any partnerships with them. We just find their virtual platforms we like using them. They're really good for their platforms. So they're a great place to practice and learn one of these two brokers. But if you're using another broker, great. Use whatever one you feel comfortable with. Take our courses, and then come in and make a couple hundred practice trades over a few months. Don't rush to trade with real money, right? Get real comfortable, practice good 60 to 65% win ratio, focus on at least a 2-to-1 profit loss ratio, or 1-to-2 if you want to reverse it. So if you're risking 10 cents, you need to at least have the ability to potentially make 20. If you're risking 50, you have to have the ability to make $1. Don't risk 50 cents to be able to only make 10 cents. That's how you blow up your account. And once you start becoming really successful trading this way, that's when you start scaling into real money. And when you go trading with real money, don't trade your regular real size positions right away. Start off small. So we always try to teach as well, especially if you're trading in a virtual account, treat your virtual account the exact same way that you would treat a real account. So if you would trade normally 1,000 shares, don't buy 10,000 in a virtual account. That's just silly because you're never going to do that in the real world. So don't form bad habits. If you're going to trade really or with 1,000 shares in the real world in a real account, trade in your virtual account with 1,000 shares. And then when you start again, you're doing a 2-to-1 profit loss ratio, and you've made a few hundred trades, and you're got a 60 to 65% win ratio. The moment you go to a real account, don't trade 1,000 shares right away. Don't do that. Start off with 100. And you can say, well, I'm going to waste money on commission fees. Well, yeah, you will. But it's better to waste money on some commission fees than it is to blow up your account. So practice at first when you're doing 100 shares. Practice making, your commission fees back each day, right? So practice just breaking even on your commission fees. Do that for a week or two, get really good, then move up to 250 shares. Then practice on maybe getting your commission fees back plus maybe a few bucks, right? And then the next week you would go to 500 shares, practice on maybe making, you know, double your commission fees. And then you scale up to 1,000 shares, and that's how you trade with real money. And discipline yourself. Again, only trade the best setups, and that's kind of, again, that's how trading works. So if you're following us right now on YouTube, if you're not a member yet, the link to join us is below, or you can just click subscribe over here, and we are only $10 per month, basically the cost of a Netflix payment, or $99 for the year, basically the cost of an Amazon Prime membership. And kind of last but not least, we have a few preferred partners that we like to use. Again, do not buy anything that you see over here if you're a new trader or you don't have the money, right? Don't buy a tool if you don't have the money. I've done that many times in my life. Had several different businesses where you'd spend hundreds of dollars a month on tools, and I didn't even know what the heck I was doing, right? So we do share our trade ideas screen share every day under screen sharing. It's a great way to try it before you buy it. We do recommend having your own copy of trade ideas, but only when you have the budget, and also only too when you start, like, you're kind of getting comfortable, like you're comfortable trading and you're about to go and branch out on your own. Then it is nice to have your own copy because you can tweak it the way you want. But if you're new and you're just getting started, there's no point in spending money on a tool, on a scanner. Use a free one for now until eventually you can kind of scale until you're ready. Then pick up your own copy. Market Club, that's another one we really like to use. This is really geared to options traders and swing traders. It's about half the price of trade ideas, so it's a really good, like, swing trade option scanner. And then Benzinga, really great news website that we like to use. They read out news too, so you can, like, kind of be like at your computer and listen to, I mean, he's kind of a boring dude, no offense if you're listening, but like he's kind of like, Apple just signed this agreement with ABC company. You know, so it's just kind of like reading out news, but you can hear in the background this guy's talking about Apple news, so you can go, oh, quick, let me go pull up the charts on Apple. Boom, AAPO. Boom, all right, just got some news. All right, let me see. Boom, here's the pattern. I might decide to take a trade. So what's nice about a Newswire service is it hits the news, you know, Newswire service, they pick up on it. Traders pick up on the news, then they decide to take their positions, which then the more volume that, you know, people bring into a stock, it then hits the scanners. So again, these are the products that we like to use and we promote. We trust them. They're trusted companies. They're really good. But again, don't spend money on tools if you don't have it. Just look at, again, you want a good scanner at some point, and then a good Newswire service, depending on, you know, what type of trader you are. But wait until you have the budget. And that's that. So, guys, you have a wonderful day. Hopefully this helped you guys. Again, today was a grind. And we shall see what the rest of the week holds. So I will catch you guys all later. And again, have a wonderful day.